Okay, so we've set up our menus in the last session, okay, with modules and everything else we want to add. But now we want to get our logo for our site up here, ready to go. Now, a lot of people spend a lot of time on a logo, and okay, yeah, it is important. It's important to get your branding right and everything else, but it's not so important in this stage to spend weeks, months, and hours on logos and paying world-class designers and designers to come up with awesome logos and stuff. Like, you can do this yourself for free, or I mean, on software which I pay about 3 or 4 quid a month for, um, and you can get just as good result. You don't need to have a groundbreaking logo up here. You really don't. I know guys that are making literally billions, and they've got very simple text style logos up here. So let's do this. As we all know, I love Canva. Great bit of software, guys. If you haven't gotten to Canva yet, do it. I thoroughly recommend doing it. Now, I've got the Pro account, which you're going to need to do this logo. If you haven't got a Pro account, that's fine. I can show you how to do this on another bit of software for free as well. So for the logo, though, we don't want an overly big image. So, I mean, let's go like 500 by 150 on the pixels. And the name of the site, or obviously the URL, is Accelerated Startup. So I can make something, it's quite a long bit of text actually, it's quite a hard one to do this for. If I was just going to dump text in here, something that would be very simple, and something that, let me show you the MyCoda one. That took me 30 seconds to do. Yeah, I didn't spend too much time on that. If you go to, that also took about the best part of 60 seconds to knock up and put together. It didn't take long, okay? So as long as you can recognize the brand, that's all that matters. So if I wanted to write Accelerated Startup, that's quite a long-winded. Now, that's quite a big word. The text gets lost. You lose what the word says. So there's ways we can get around that. Now, you'll notice I literally dragged this pre-made text onto here. But the problem with that is you can't just change. Oh, you can. They've changed that feature. I take that back. You can just change. Fantastic. That's going to save a bit of time now. So what I was going to do is go over to just adding a normal bit of text in the same font. But you don't have to do that now. Canva have literally sorted that out, okay, while I'm recording. Who would have thought it? And you can change the colours, okay? So it literally stands out a little bit more. We want it to be actually on the thing. I want it to be centered. Okay, and that could be sitting in the top right-hand side, top left-hand side of my site up here, yeah? Now, I might not want those colours. I might want something a little bit more, I don't know, anything. If you've got sites that you like, there's a really cool tool I use called Color Picker. This is on the App Store. I'm not sure what you can use if you're not on Apple, so I do apologise for that. It's a great tool. So if you find a colour you like, you can literally get Color Picker and take, say for example, I want that blue, that grey. It gives you the colour, and then you can select whatever part of the word you want, add your colour, and it's exactly the same. It's that colour there. There, it's exactly the same colour as what is on the screen. So let's see, the background's going to be white, so we can go with, I don't know, put that blue in. And then we can take that back down to that grey. Now, not amazing by any shout, but, oh, one thing I missed there, guys. You got to download it as a PNG. Okay, if you do it as a PDF, then you can't have a transparent background or a JPEG. Yeah, it's got to be PNG, and then you can click the transparent background, download. So my design is done. Now I can go back to my site and I want to change this. Yep, so let's go to customize. Now remember before we looked at the header. Okay, you want the header logo. At the minute it's got text. So if I edited that text, it'd sit up there, but it doesn't look great. Okay, so I'm going to put an image in there. I'm going to select my image, go into my downloads where my accelerated startup logo has just gone to, and I'm going to choose that image. So we've got our logo in there, good to go, ready for the site. It matches up nicely, which is cool. Now we're going to go through the site identity. Okay, so at the minute it says you are customizing SSS site title here. You want to go to settings, site identity. Now this is going to be accelerated startup. And then the title can be, I don't know. What am I going to be offering on this? I know what I'm going to be offering. Accelerate your business to success. Now it says here, site icon. You'll be wondering what this is. Okay, this is, if you go to any other site, you see here it's got the small MC in the corner, the My Coder. Yeah. So what we want is, at the minute there's nothing there. It's just a web icon. Yeah. So we want something here. So let's go back, and it says here at least 512 by 512 pixels wide and tall. So let's go to this here. Let's go to Canva, custom design. You want it by 512 by 512 because that is what has been stated. And you don't want anything too small. What you'll notice with my coder, it's got an MC. You can clearly see it, yeah, because it's going to sit in places like this. So this is my other site, NWK CrossFit. It's just got an NWK. Very easily recognizable. Google's got a really nice Google here, a G here. Facebook, everyone knows the Facebook logo. So you want it to be recognized, right? So if I go to Canva, oh, there's my design. Let's get rid of those so I don't get lost. And I'm going to put in some text. It might be, you've got accelerated startup, it's 3 letters. So a cool way to do it, A, S, U. Get rid of that. In fact, that may look a little bit, because it's odd, it won't sit properly there. So, because it's 3 letters, it won't sit in a square like the My Coder does with a big MC. So, what I'm actually going to do is put in a circle. Perfect. That is in there now. The background, we want that color to be the same as what's there, right? So we want the color picker. That's fine. That's the same color from earlier. It's the color we got from there. So I'm going to click that color. Go back to here. Change the color of that circle to the same blue. Perfect. Go to text. A, S, U. Cool. Get rid of that. Now I could put like this as a white, that as a white, and then it's going to work. Perfect, there it is. And that could be that blue. And then bring that in so it sits nicely in the center of that circle. And then download. Remember, I want a transparent background. Perfect, there it is. Let's go to my site. Upload, and I'm going to upload that file I've just downloaded there. So now, if you see here, it gives you a preview of what it's going to look like in the web bar at the top here. It's got the ASU. So I'm going to save and publish. And now if I come out of that, you'll see it's got the ASU in the top bar, acceleratestartup.net, and it's got accelerate startup here. So this is a really cool way to get some free images in there, and it didn't cost any money. It took 5 minutes to do that, and it's really made it look a whole lot better than what was there before.